Right then, let's dive straight in. Are you absolutely fed up with the grant writing grind? You know, that constant, draining cycle of chasing funding, pouring your heart out, only to be met with, well, complete silence? What if there was a genuinely better way? Today, we're unpacking a playbook that's all about helping you break free from that burnout and build a proper, sustainable funding engine for your nonprofit.
Look, let's just be honest about it. It feels impossible sometimes, doesn't it? It's a feeling we all know. Those late nights, running on lukewarm coffee and sheer will. The endless spreadsheets that just seem to breed. You put every ounce of yourself into a proposal, you hit send, and then it just vanishes into a black hole. It's not just tiring, it's completely soul-destroying.
And this, right here, is the absolute key. So many of us take this struggle personally. We think, oh, I'm just not a good enough writer, or maybe our mission isn't compelling, but this guide makes it so clear. It is not you. It's a broken system. It's creaking at the seams, really, and it's failing a whole generation of people who are trying to do some good in the world.
Exactly. And if you need proof, just look at this number. Let that sink in for a moment. Recent data shows that a staggering 40% of grant seekers are spending more than 40 hours on a single application. That's an entire working week, gone, for what is, let's be honest, often a long shot. It's a one-way ticket to burnout, and it kills innovation stone dead.
And all of that feeds into what experts have dubbed the non-profit starvation cycle. It's such a perfect description of this vicious loop, isn't it? You're so busy chasing after these little, restricted pots of money that you've got no time, no headspace, no energy left to actually think big. You can't innovate. You're just stuck on a hamster wheel, running faster and faster just to stand still. But what if you could just step off that hamster wheel? What if you could break that cycle for good? Just imagine, for a second, a world where you're not desperately chasing money. Instead, you're attracting the right partners, funders who are just as excited about your mission as you are. That's the massive shift in thinking this playbook is all about.
And this slide just lays it all out, plain and simple. The old way is reactive, it's exhausting, and frankly, it feels a bit like buying a lottery ticket. The new way is proactive, it's efficient, and it's sustainable. You're moving away from a strategy based on hope and towards building a proper, reliable funding engine. It's a total change in your whole approach.
So where do you start with building this new engine? Well, it all begins with a rock-solid foundation. First, you've got to do a grant readiness audit. Basically, get your house in order. But the real game changer here is creating what's called an ideal funder profile. Honestly, think of it like a dating profile for your nonprofit. You're not just swiping right on anyone with a checkbook. You're looking for the perfect match. Okay, and this is where it gets really interesting. Once you've got that strategy sorted, technology becomes your superpower. And listen, this isn't some pie-in-the-sky idea for the future. A recent report found that 78% of nonprofits are already using generative AI tools. The train has well and truly left the station on this one. The only question left is, are you on it?
And that really is the million-dollar question, isn't it? Because you can't just chuck any old general AI tool at a grant proposal and hope for the best. That's like trying to perform surgery with a butter knife. It's just not the right tool for the job. For something this specific, this important, you need a specialized instrument.
I love this slide. This guide actually did a head-to-head test. The general AI came back with an answer that was, well, it was fine. You know, like a lukewarm cup of tea. But the purpose-built tool, that was a double espresso. It was sharp, it was persuasive, and it actually spoke the language of funders. It didn't just understand the assignment, it absolutely nailed it. And this quote from the FundRobin team just hits the nail on the head. AI is not here to replace you. It's here to be your co-pilot, your creative sidekick. Its job is to slay that dreaded blank page monster, freeing you up to do what only you can do. Telling your incredible story and actually changing the world. So what does this actually look like in practice? Well, it's a beautifully simple three-step dance. First, you build up your library of all your core content. Then, you use that to generate your first draft in a matter of minutes, not days. And finally, the most crucial bit, you step in to tailor, edit, and add your human magic. It's a system that will save you hundreds of hours. It'll give you your sanity back. Right, and this is where we get to the holy grail. See, having a great strategy is one thing. Having a powerful AI tool is another. But the real breakthrough, the real magic, happens when you bring all of it together into one single integrated system.
It's like going from a horse and cart to a self-driving car. It's a total leap forward.
Just picture it for a second. A single command center for all your fundraising. An AI that doesn't just find the perfect grants for you, but then helps draft a brilliant proposal in minutes. An AI research assistant that can answer your most ridiculously specific questions in a heartbeat. This isn't science fiction, you know. This is the future of fundraising, and it's happening right now.
This is it. This is how you get from burnout to breakthrough. It's not about working harder or putting in more hours. It's about working smarter. It's about building a system that actually works for you, so you can get back to focusing on the work that really, truly matters.
And you know, the best part is, this isn't some massive, overwhelming plan that's going to take years. The guide breaks it down into a simple weekly rhythm. Just 1 hour for prospecting, 1 hour for drafting, and suddenly the rest of your week is freed up for the really high-impact work, the storytelling, the relationship building. It's an absolute game changer.
So, we want to leave you with this one final thought. Just think about it. What could you and your organization actually achieve with all of that time back? What new programs could you launch? How many more lives could you change? That is the real prize here. Now go out there and build your breakthrough.